welcome to the Sidings and to an unboxing, or it's in a bag, so should this be a debagging? No, hold on, that sounds very wrong. Thank you very much to Madeleine and Andy. This is obviously a recycled bag. I assure you there were only railway engines inside it, locomotives I should say. And they're all kits, there's nothing motorised here, it's stuff that somebody's lovingly built, not all in the greatest condition, but first out of the bag, to my delight, was this 9F, standard 9F, although it's in livery, so my guess is it must be a representation of Evening Star, which I think was the last of the class. Yeah, huge, well-designed freight loco. Next one out was a little less, you can see me looking there for any clues. It's an 060 steam shunter, didn't seem to be anything else to say about that. But then, joy of joys, a Class 8. And don't get me wrong, I'm not intending on necessarily doing anything formal with these. I'm certainly not going to try and convert them to run. But they were free and they were a gift, and I do rather like them. And the Class 8 is one of those iconic little outlines, so even if I stick it on the back of a layout in the future, or even cover it in a tarp, it's there. You can see they've bounced around in the bag a little bit. There's lots of stuff trapped in, but there you go. Look at that. Gorgeous. And that is the sound of me discovering that I've got a large prairie. So this is a 5101 class converted from 3100. It's GWR, although you can see in the picture it's got a much later livery on it. I haven't looked up 5121 to see what actually became of it, but I assume it was probably scrapped. Most were. And that's me discovering that the bit of coal that was trapped in the Class 8 is in fact the cover for the coal hopper on the back of my little shunter. So I'm just fiddling about and trying to get that in there. More difficult than it looks. And at some point I will probably have to come back with some cement and glue it in properly. So what's next in the bag? Well, it's a little Class 4. I mean, there's not a lot I can say about it. I looked up the number in the diesel. There's a diesel fans website. It's a generic Class 4. It was in service in the 50s. I mean, they were endemic, so lovely model. And then my absolute favourite find of the whole lot. I mean, the 9F is beautiful, but there we go. There's the sound of a man who's discovered a Scarab hiding in the bottom of the bag. Look at that. It's gorgeous. And this is something I definitely would consider putting into a layout if I were to have one of the right period. Gorgeous. And finally, and I will speed this bit up because you don't need to see me fail to get the wheels in the right place, but the tender to the 9F, I think. So, got the wheels, couldn't get them to lock in. Finally, click, click, and then click. And that was it. They were in, and I could shut the side onto the tender, and yeah, pretty much it's there, which I'm really happy with. And I've got a big locomotive. It's not in great nick. It needs work if I'm going to ever put it on a layout and pretend that it's in working order. But it's there, and that's my unboxing. So take good care. Thanks for joining me.